Fractured in Alterac is almost here. Nova's prepared for what is going to be the dominant force in the hero card of Scabs. Welcome to This Week in Hearthstone. Get ready. It's Nova time.
Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, and welcome to This Week in Hearthstone, the 64th edition of our weekly news recap series where we take a look at all the news and events in the past week in the Hearthstone world. And well, we've got some news to cover, but however, first I just want to announce, you can see here, I have picked two winners, basically giving away pre-orders from Alterac Valley. I will be messaging them. If I don't hear back from them in the next 24 hours, I will select some new winners, but stay tuned. We're going to have more giveaways coming up pretty darn soon, so you'll want to keep tuned for that. However, we're going to talk about the top story this week on This Week in Hearthstone. Basically, we got a major patch coming. What's it going to entail? Are we going to see some nerfs? What's it going to contain? We'll speculate. I don't officially know anything, but we'll speculate, give my takes on everything, and also just general news and predictions as well as an update on what you need to know. I would advise clearing some stuff off before this patch launches if you want all the XP you can get on the Battle Pass. And also, we will have the mailbag segment where I answer your questions. So first, yes, we are expecting a major patch to launch on Tuesday. If you aren't aware, the Battlegrounds community has been up in arms about Diablo being a menace. And while this was tweeted out by one of the devs, basically stating, Diablo will be removed on Tuesday. You can all rejoice. Diablo will be out of Battlegrounds on Tuesday. And this was, quote, retweeted by Duck Tech, who is another Blizzard dev. He works more on the communication sides, publishing side of things, that there's also other stuff on the way, which is leading to tons of speculation. So here's my take, my predictions for what's going to be coming up in the next day or so. I think we might get a surprise balance patch. It's very possible. Igzar tweeted this out not very long ago. Friendship ended with quests. Now new expansion is my best friend. And now that we know all the new cards and you look at the top decks in the current meta right now, there's not a lot of room for these decks to breathe. We have Face Hunter, Aggro Druid, Quest Hand Warlock, Quest Warrior, Quest Rogue, Garrote Rogue. Garrote Rogue in particular can kill you from full health on turn 7 and 8 consistently, despite the nerf going on. And then you have like all the quest decks that just have infinite value and can kill you again pretty quickly. And then the aggro decks that are just going to smork you down. I don't know. Our hero cards, 8-mana hero cards, big spell mage, all this stuff, gonna have a chance to breathe when this expansion launches. It feels risky. And by the way, I will have a video probably tomorrow or the next day or so covering this topic, but I'm just saying there's a chance we might see some nerfs, some surprise nerfs launching as early as tomorrow to address some of these decks, because I don't know if the new stuff will be able to outweigh it. However, the devs, they've play tested, hopefully they've play tested this stuff ahead of time and have an idea of what's, the power level and what things might need to be dialed back and all of that. So we'll have to wait and see, but I would just love to see Control playable. I'd love to see all these cool late game cards playable. And I look at this list here and it just scares me. But what else could be added in this patch? I think it's very likely we'll get an announcement on new mercenaries. We don't really cover mercenaries too heavily on the channel, but if you are into mercenaries, I would think it's very likely we'll find out what new mercenaries will be added to the mode. Probably won't be added until the expansion goes live, but you never know. Maybe they'll want to launch it a bit early to have some mercenaries hype for the week before the expansion might take all that hype away if they don't launch mercenaries immediately. So I would expect to see that. Might see probably in the announcement of some new Battlegrounds heroes to play. I would expect that. And I believe the theory crafting stream will be announced at least probably tomorrow that it'll be happening. I can't say for sure it's happening, but I do know it's happening. Don't tell anyone. I was actually on the final cut for it. I'm not even kidding. That's pretty significant progress for us as a channel, or as a getting through this blacklisting thing. It's definitely been moving in the right way, and might have a video talking about that as well in the near future. So yeah, definitely we'll expect a theory crafting stream soon. I know a lot of people don't like them, and I've talked about it in prior videos, the issues with it. I never blame any content creator for taking part in it. I never feel like they should be hated on for it, and I've always said if I was offered, I would do it, because who wouldn't want to play with the new cards early? So yeah, that'll be something. And there's also the Fireside Gathering likely going to be happening. That happens like every pre-expansion launch. And yeah, you'll be able to open your packs early. I'll probably have a video covering my early pack opening, as well as how to do it yourself. It's usually the same way every time, but I'll just double check that it's the same way every time. But you'll probably be able to open your packs up early this weekend if you've pre-ordered or have gotten a pack through like a Tavern Brawl or something. Like this week's Tavern Brawl might give a pack for the next expansion. That happens sometimes. So that's my speculation on everything that's going to happen. What should be a lot of exciting stuff. Of course, we'll have a video covering everything that happens, the new patch, hopefully no game-breaking bugs, no Tyrantus without text and all of that. But the other thing, this is the other news story that I just want to hint or give you guys a heads up on, is the XP on the rewards track will be basically, it'll be harder to come by when the patch comes. Every time they patch in the newest expansion, which is going to happen, they'll patch in the newest expansion, all the cards will be loaded. They patch in the new achievements, and the new achievements typically reward XP, and they take the XP from like the mini set achievements, basically all the achievements from United Storm, and all that XP will disappear probably tomorrow. So if you haven't been achievement hunting, or you're in the process of achievement hunting and want to clear off some United and Stormwind achievements, you probably have one day left. This is probably the last day you have to finish them, to get the XP for the rewards track for them. So if take a look today, take a look at your achievements, if you're close to any that you could just hammer them out so you get that XP now, because it'll just disappear. You'll never be able to get it, and then that's just gold packs, whatever, wasted in the future. And of course, I'll link below our achievement guides that have some tips and tricks for the mini set achievements and the regular ones on how to complete them. And yeah, if you just try and knock some out today if you got a chance. Otherwise, they are likely gone tomorrow, and you'll never have the opportunity to claim that XP again. And next, we have the mailbag segment where I answer your questions. Again, if you want to leave me a question, leave a comment in the comments below with mailbag in the comments. So Avatar Aang asks, do you think Maestro would have been a good legendary if it was released 3 to 4 years ago in the Frozen Throne meta, since the mulligan now doesn't matter? Well, I'd argue the mulligan's probably still one of the most important things in Hearthstone. However, you're typically mulliganing more for yourself, I guess, in a lot of ways. But ironically, since this comment happened, we have the card reveal, which shows that Maestra might be a pretty good card coming up. It might actually be good because it works with a lot of the Burgle cards now, where you'll be a different class. It'll say your rogue cards will count as a different class, and you'll be able to cheat out that rusher, at least one of them, before you convert into a rogue. So maybe Maestro will be good with the Burgle stuff. But overall, I don't think it would have impacted much stuff. I don't think it would have been that great in the past, but hey, maybe it'll be good now. Legend Dado asks, I know it probably depends on the matchup, but generally, do you prefer to start with 3 cards or 4 cards in a coin? Typically, I'm a combo guy a lot of the time. And when you're a combo player, the coin usually helps you a lot. You usually have a bit of flexibility with the card. I like Auctioneer decks, so that's good with Auctioneer. And yeah, typically I've enjoyed going second a little bit more, having more cards. But if you're more of I feel like if you're more that aggressive player, or like a mid-range player, you probably want to curve out better and enjoy those 1 drops, 2 drops on curve. Having that initiative can be really powerful. In Arena, I definitely prefer not having the coin. But on ladder, I'm usually a coin kind of guy. Plus, all the cosmetic coins, I get to show mine off and be, a disgusting whale. Wormpaul asked, do you think there's room for GM Constructed in Battlegrounds in the form it's now? Because Constructed for 3 regionals already so many hours of stream, and 2 streams at the same time could lower the views for each. I think you could definitely justify both, and I think they will be. I think we'll be getting an announcement. By the way, they are announcing the new format at Worlds in mid-December, and yeah, I think they can justify it. They could even alternate between both, or have it on their own streams. I don't know. I just think it's an opportunity they need to try and take advantage of. Battlegrounds is the most popular format on Twitch, and I know it's being streamed on YouTube, and that hurts, but I think they got to take that risk, and I think it could work. And I want to see them try it. I want to see it happen. And if it doesn't work, what's the worst that's going to happen? GM doesn't continue to be a thing. That's already feels like it's going to happen regardless. So give it a go. Maybe you save the system after all. And then lastly, Mert Zebstrika asks, what is your favorite combination of cards that Surprise doesn't see more play than they're doing right now? Rat King stuff, dude. Rat King. I love Rat King. Like Dire Frenzy, Rat King, another copy of a Rat King, like the Selective Breeder. Anything with Rat King, I would love to see more of right now. It's just really cool and flavorful. The board just doesn't matter enough. But maybe the next expansion, the new hero card and all that stuff going on, maybe Rat King will matter more. It'll be a cool combination. So there you go. That's This Week in Hearthstone. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.